Genius Nation, what's going on? Welcome to a brand new Monday. Super excited that you're here. This is a day that you'll never see again. It's never happened before. It won't happen again. This is a brand new day. So let's take full advantage of it. Wherever you are in the world, I hope your day is started off to an amazing day. You're ready to have a great week. You're ready to crush all your goals, accomplish everything that you need to accomplish. Today on the Daily Genius, I want to talk to you about taking inventory. A lot of times, especially for those of you that are content creators, for those of you that are building speaking practices, for those of you that are building coaching programs, a lot of times we make it harder than what it really is because we haven't taken inventory. When I was in the Army, two things that the Army more than two things, but these two things the Army taught me. The first one was this thing called PMCS. It stands for Preventive Maintenance Checks and Services. Preventive Maintenance Checks and Services, PMCS. And what PMCS is, every Monday morning, we would have to go and we would have to do maintenance on our equipment. Like if you were responsible for a Humvee, or you were responsible for a 5-ton, this big truck, or if you were responsible for any equipment, you would have to do a PMCS. Now, initially, when they told me I would have to do a PMCS, this was in Germany, and at the time it was super cold. It was snowing. It was very cold. I'm from California. I wasn't used to the cold like this. So I really thought it was a waste of time. And I remember telling my sergeant, I was like, listen, I had a Humvee. And I was like, listen, I haven't even driven the Humvee. So it's nothing wrong with the Humvee. There's nothing wrong with the Humvee. I don't need to go check it. And he began to tell me that anything could happen to your vehicle and that you shouldn't want to drive your vehicle without doing the check. And he began to explain to me like there were these little things called ferrets that could get inside your vehicle and chew up the wires. Somebody could have came and did something to your vehicle out of spite or whatever. You just never know. So as being responsible for this vehicle, you should want to make sure before you drive it that everything was okay with it. Another thing that they would always have us do was inventories. And once again, it was one of those things where I was like, man, this is a waste of time. I don't need to do an inventory. And you would have to inventory things like your toolbox. You would have to inventory your gear, making sure before we went out to do training, we had all of our gear, our cold weather gear, our flak vest, all that kind of stuff. So they would come and make us bring in this duffel bag. And it was amazing. You would bring out your duffel bag, and many times you would be like, wait a minute, I'm missing something. How am I missing something? And a lot of times it was the last time you went to go use it, you didn't put everything back in the right place, and maybe you put it in a different closet and didn't remember. But by inventorying your stuff, you could see what stuff was missing, and you could see if you were ready to go. So how does this pertain to us in our day-to-day life? How does it pertain to us in business? Well, when we talk about doing a preventive maintenance checks and services, and we talk about doing an inventory, more than likely when I work with my clients, they already have enough stuff. Like, let's just say, for instance, you want to write a book. Most people, when they get ready to write a book, they think that they're starting from ground zero. Like, oh, I need to write this book, and it seems so overwhelming. And the reason why it seems overwhelming is because they haven't done an inventory. So what does that look like to do an inventory? Before you get ready to go write your book, I'm sure if you're like me, you have a journal. I have my journal here that's filled with all types of notes and ideas and and great stories, go take inventory, go back. And like for me, I have about 7 or 8 journals. Like all these journals I have. If I was ready to write a book, the first thing I would do was take my journals out and take inventory and go through them and see if there's any ideas that I've already written down. See if there's any stories that I've already written down that would be good for this book. And more times than not, when I do that, the book literally is already written. All I now have to do is inventory the information, put the information together, and then put it in book form. And so a lot of times when people say, Dr. Will, how have you written over 50 books? All of that information was inventory. I had already done it. All I had to do was put the information together and put it in book form. So that's what I want to challenge you to do. On tomorrow, I'm going to take you behind the scenes, and we're going to use the screen, and I'm going to show you how I inventory everything in my life, how I inventory pictures, how I inventory speaking engagements, how I inventory information. I'm going to show it to you tomorrow. So make sure you're back here inside the nation on tomorrow. And once you get organized through these inventories, you're going to see how much more productive you can be, because you've already done a lot of the work. You've already done it. For instance, if you're trying to teach somebody how to overcome something, well, you've already went through it. The thing that you didn't do is inventory your process. Inventory your process. So let's say if you're an individual and you work with recently divorced individuals, and you're teaching divorced individuals how to get back into the dating game. Let's say that's what you specialize in. Well, you've already went through it. The thing is, you haven't sat down to really document your journey. And so when you sit down to inventory and document your journey, your program, your book, your videos are probably already done. For me, creating content, all I got to do is sit down, inventory all of my stuff, and just say, okay, this will be a great video. This is something great to share with them. Okay, yep, boom. The same thing I'm doing with the Daily Genius. Like, I'm literally inventorying my day-to-day activities. I'm inventorying the things that have helped me get to the place that I am today, and then I'm just sharing it with you. And so I literally have a list of videos that I'm going to be sharing with you, information that I'm going to be sharing with you. And it's because I've inventoried all these ideas. So I hope that helps you out, gives you a little bit of clarity. A couple of things that I want to share with you. It's Monday. And on Mondays, what I do at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a question and answer, and the link is going to be inside our Genius Nation group. If you're watching this on YouTube, you want to make sure you join our private Facebook group. It's called Genius Nations. It's over 1,000 individuals that are committed to becoming the best versions of themselves. It's a free group to join. It's on Facebook, Genius Nation. But every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, I do a question and answer. So this is your opportunity to come ask me questions about your business, about success, about anything. Come and ask me any of the videos that we've talked about previously that you want more clarity on. Join us at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link will be inside. The group. Look for, it'll be a picture that has Q&A on it. Just look for that picture. I'll make sure I post it to the top so you can have easy access to it. But join us for question answer. You really want to take advantage of this. This is me just once again giving back to the community. We want to make sure 2024 that you accelerate your success. And this is one of the ways you can, the better questions you ask, the better answers you get, the better acceleration you have. And then the last thing I want to share with you is our Master the Mic. Master the Mic is scrolling down there, masterthemiclive.com. If you're really ready to take your brand, your business, and your bank account to the next level, using speaking as a tool, using communication as a tool, then that's the place that you want to be. January 26th through the 28th, right here live in Phoenix, Arizona. We've made it super easy, super convenient. We've partnered with a funding company that will fund this opportunity for you, and you can break up the payments. So there's no excuses for you not to be able to join if you want to join. So we're at the beginning of the year. So if you want to catch some real fire, some real momentum, then you want to join us for Master the Mic coming up January 26th and 28th. So hope you're off to a great Monday once again. Hope to see you tonight, and go out and do something amazing today. And I'll see you right back here inside the nation tomorrow morning.